You ready to let the dogs out?
What?
Do what?
From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
Join Pet Pals TV's Patty Spitler as we celebrate our furry friends.
Cats, dogs, and all the critters in your family.
Celebrate the bond between pets and people and meet Hoosier heroes saving four-legged lives.
I love it. Good. I'm glad.
It's the Positively Patty Podcast.
I can't wait anymore. Me neither.
Now, your host, here's Wish TV contributor Patty Spitler.
And coming up on the Positively Patty podcast, we're talking spiders. It's the trapdoor spider. And Sergio Henriques has found the trapdoor spider in Portugal that they thought was lost for nearly 100 years. Stay tuned.
Your day moves fast. Your news should too. That's why there's a new and improved Wish TV app, bringing you more local news, breaking alerts, live streaming, weather forecasts, radar, and Indiana sports, all in one place. Customize your news feed to see the stories that matter most to you and get the information you need when you need it. Download the new and improved Wish TV app today on iOS or Android and take News 8 with you everywhere.
And now on the Positively Patty podcast, Sergio Henriques, and you are with the
Global Center for Species Survival at Indianapolis Zoo.
Yay! And as I always say, Indianapolis Zoo, #1 around the world for species conservation and trying to figure out what we need to do to conserve and save and find new species. Now, what we're going to talk about today, your challenge, you are invertebrate
Conservationist.
And
right.
your specialty is little tiny critters.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Spider. You found a spider in Portugal.
That's right.
A trapdoor spider.
Yes.
You're going to tell me the name of it is a
Fagilde's trapdoor spider.
Okay. You found one that had not been known to survive for 92 years.
Yeah, at least. Yeah.
What did you find and how did you do it?
Yeah, so what did we find was that we went to the same place it was originally found over 92 years ago. This pioneer of scientific research, a Portuguese pioneer, Amélia Bacelar, she was a female scientist even then in the 20s, so quite unusual today, but even then it was amazing. She published with her maiden name for a long time, which was also unusual, so she was way ahead of her time.
Wow.
And she was the first one to study spiders in my country. I'm Portuguese originally myself. And she was the one finding it. What happened, sadly, is that those specimens were placed at the National Museum in Portugal, but there was a fire in 1978. And we fear those specimens were lost in that fire. So there was the only record we had of this species is where it was found and how it looked, according to Bacelar's
Well, and it's hard to find this species because they live underground.
That's right.
Their whole life. They only come out to tap, tap, tap when the males want to tap, tap, tap on the female's door and say, come on out, honey, let's have a date. Yeah, so it was hard for you to find.
It's hard for anyone to find. It's a matter of luck, really. Persistence and then be lucky. It's the same thing as you winning the lottery while being struck by lightning at the same time. So it's a really, really rare thing to come across. So we were very fortunate. We just insisted and worked on it for a long time. And they have a trapdoor. That's what the name implies. And that trapdoor is a little lid. Basically, that is a lid to their burrow. And it has the same materials as whatever surrounds the spider.
So you can't see it.
No.
Yeah.
So if it's moss, it has moss. If it's leaves, it has leaves. So it's exactly the same as the soil.
Okay.
And we just try to trick the spider, which has been doing this for a long, long time. And we just try to overcome that defense and find it, even though it's very, very difficult.
So you found one or more than one?
So the one that led to the announcement was an adult female that matched the original description really well. And it was having young. It was locked inside. It burrowed itself and, of course, locked itself inside the burrow with her young, which is a great sign that the population is thriving. And we have found a few more juveniles, but the male is still unknown. To this day, we don't know.
But he's got to be out there because you've got babies, so
right.
He's there somewhere.
Yeah, we are still working with local colleagues, to try and understand from traps and other material how the male looks like. We think we might have found the male, but it's still it's research that's undergoing.
Okay, yeah. I did a little reading on this because I'd never heard about this trapdoor spider before. But they're about an inch long, is that right?
Yeah, that's about
right.
So
that's a pretty sizable spider.
Yeah, relatively speaking, they're much bigger than any mammal you can think, like a mouse or a dog or anything like that. So they are small, they're very tiny. Once we found the animal and I held it in my hand, it's a very big responsibility because it's a very rare specimen, very rarely seen before. And in my hand, I held what was at the moment.
I'm jealous now.
Yeah, it was like the only representative we had. It might have been the last ever to be seen again.
So they're not poisonous either. That's one thing I had people ask me.
Spiders produce venom. Most spiders, not all, produce venom to feed on their prey.
Right.
But their prey is insects mostly. And
so
we are not
insects.
insects.
It's not going to kill a person.
No. No, we don't think so.
No.
And they can't even bite. They can't pierce the skin. They're usually their mouth is too small for the thickness of our human skin.
Okay.
They can't pierce. Maybe this one can. But.
Okay, why do we need spiders?
Why do we need spiders? So all animals that exist today, all plants, all fungi, by definition are here because they play a role in the ecosystem. We don't know, we need to know if the spider was still alive. We don't know what habitat it needed. So we had a lot of lack of knowledge. We don't know the males, but what we do know is that it's here. And if it is here, it has, by scientific definition, playing a role in that ecosystem. It has to have overcome all the challenges, all the hurdles in its evolutionary story to be here today. So even though we might not see it, we would definitely miss it if it was gone.
Okay. I read something, it's been some time, that for a species to exist, it doesn't have to be the biggest or the smallest or the most active, but it has to be able to evolve.
That's right.
It has to be able, and you were
adapt,
saying they were moving a little bit too. They're moving north, you think?
So a lot of the animals in the northern hemisphere, where we are now, where Portugal is, we think that with climate change and the impact it has on the climate, animals have two choices. They have to move northern to climates that are similar to the ones they evolved with, or they will perish. It becomes too hot. There's a lot of, in the case of Fagilde trapdoor spider, a lot of fires and wildfires impact its forest habitat. So we hope it might move north. The issue with trapdoors specifically, they live such a long lives, they move so little, they might struggle to move north.
And they live like 40 years, you said?
So in Australia, another trapdoor that was studied and monitored there lived at least 40 years. We know that it then died from a wasp, so it could have even lived longer. Fagilde's trapdoor spider, we don't know. We think it will live long lives. It could be 3, 5, 10 more. We really don't know.
Well, it depends on, what happens.
What happens, yes.
And another thing, that to bring it home, Indiana may have a trapdoor, some sort of spider.
That's right. So Indiana does have trapdoor spiders. It's a behavior that some spiders here do. We have found others, but we've been looking specifically, Dr. Mark Milne at the University of Indianapolis and myself have been looking for the yellow-bellied trapdoor spider.
The yellow-belly?
Trapdoor
I thought that
spider.
was a catfish. Now that's a yellow-belly trapdoor
it's a trapdoor
spider.
with a yellow belly. And it is unique to Indiana, never found anywhere else, only seen in Mitchell, Indiana, at around 117 years ago and not seen since. And so Mark and myself have been looking for quite a while, and we continue to look. We look as often as we can, but sadly we haven't found it. And there is a chance we might have lost it forever. But if it is there, we want to continue to look.
This is a man who spends a lot of his life on his hands and knees looking for spiders. So if you see him, say hello to Sergio. Again, someone wants to get a hold of you. Do they call? Maybe you come out and talk to some kids. I love that.
Sure.
Go through the IndianapolisZoo.com. Will that help?
That might, yeah.
And then you can look up your name, Sergio Henriques, and you are again with the, gimme, that's a long title.
The Global Center for the Species Survival, or?
Wonderful.
Yeah, thank you. At Indianapolis Zoo. Sorry.
Well, what you do is amazing, and we need it. And I'm so happy to be able to help to promote it as well. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Sergio Henriques, and this is the Positively Patty podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Discover more pet-friendly stories at PetPalsTV.com and stay with Wish TV online at WishTV.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Be sure to like and subscribe to this podcast and discover more great podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at AllIndianaPodcastNetwork.com.